Alright guys, welcome to Shire Skull Studios. We're back on Moxfield. I'm showing my Waifu jail deck that I've been trying to upgrade for a while. Don't think it's ready. The biggest issue I always have is going to be mana base. But essentially, this is a really mean deck list that you will get hated off the board. So commanders on Valandrana, Flying Vigilance, activated abilities of creatures your opponents control can't be activated. And Valandrana has all activated abilities of creatures your opponents control, and you may spend mana if it were any color to activate those abilities. Going to Planeswalkers, we have Karn the Great Creator, which will go with... Where's my artifacts at? Mycosynth Lattice, shut down artifact, basically shut down our opponent. That's what this deck does. You have the Eternal Wanderer. Basically, we're going to try and control our opponent's creatures. We have the Wandering Emperor. It's removal, and then it can also make creatures for us, buff our creatures. Another way to shut down the game is with Abyssal Persecutor. It's a really fun one I've always wanted to try and do. Abyssal Persecutor and Platinum Angel. Nobody can win or lose. We have the Archivist of Ogma. It's basically just to give us life and draw when our opponent searches. We have Boromir. We're trying to stop our opponent's free spells. And it's also protection because we sack him. We have a Crypt Gas as mana acceleration. We have Elish Norn as stacks. But we could also flip her. Which, I'll be honest, I'm never really going to do. She's literally just protection. And that it's like they still, how this damage will work is damage will go and it'll trigger. But if we die to damage first, she will not trigger. So this will not stop you from dying, just to let y'all know. You will die before the trigger happens. We have Elishorn, Mother of Machines, is to stop our opponent's ETBs and get our ETBs. Though it's really just the first, or the second ability, because Vigilance is the first. Knight of the White Orchid. First strike, when ETBs, if an opponent has more lands, we search deck for a plains, put it on the battlefield. Vala Keeper Silence is another way to stop our opponents from activating their creature's abilities. We have a Loyal Warhound. Basically, it's the same thing as Knight of the White Orchid. What is this? Yep. We have Magus of the Coffers is more mana ramp. We have Master of Ceremonies. This is just to try and get some value every turn, just so that we can try and keep up with our opponents, because this deck is mana intensive. We have an Arcana Revenant, which is mana acceleration. Opposition Agent basically is like any of their fetch lands or any way they're going to try and tutor for something. This is kind of go with that. Platinum Angel, I told y'all. We have, come here, Redain, God of the Worthy. Now, you could use her front to stop with her last ability, but the main reason I use her is her other side, Valkmira, Protector Shield. Basically, it's just to prevent some damage and to basically give our stuff Ward 1. That's all I'm trying to do with her. We have Solemn Simulacrum, just search your deck for lands and draw a card. Spelltide Enforcer, opponent wants to storm off. If they don't have infinite mana, then they're going to have to sack everything. This is basically how this is going to go. We have a Sun Titan. It's just to get some other key pieces back from the graveyard. We have Tomic. We're going to protect our lands, and we're going to stop some of the landfall decks from happening. We have Windborn Muse. It's just tax on attacking us. For sorceries, we have Demonic Tutor, search your deck. Diabolic Tutor, Grim Tutor, Profane Tutor, and a Reanimate. Now, the Reanimate can be used to get an opponent's thing, or to get one of our creature pieces like Drana or Linvala. Going to instance, we have Cabal Ritual and Dark Ritual for mana acceleration. We have Dismember as removal. Fateful Absence is also removal, but it's also Planeswalker removal. We have Force of Despair. This is made to stop the Goblin and Elf decks. It's like, cool, I'm going to make all these things. Cool, they're just going to die. We have a Grim Return, is to get our stuff back. Oblation is pseudo removal, or if we want to like protect one of our things. Sorry, I've been really tired lately. We have Path to Exile, which is good removal. Songs of the Dam. This is old mana ramp. I really like. Every time I build a mono black creature heavy deck, like my Shade Tribal, Songs of the Damned is it. We have a Sudden Spoiling. It's to like slow our opponents down for a turn, and it's can't be countered. And yeah, it's really hard to. The only way to really stop this one is if you have like Morph or special action cards. We have Surge of Salvation. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Prevent all damage that black or red sources would do to creatures you control this turn. Stuff like that. It's a good pseudo heroic intervention in my opinion. We have a Swords Plowshares. Is another removal. We got Fierce Protection. We have an Empiric Tutor. It's just a tutor. Going artifacts, we have Arcane Signet as mana dork. We have a Conqueror's Flail for protection. Crawl Space is also protection. Darksteel Plate for our commander. We have a Felwar Stone, a Cormus Bell. This is a key piece of the deck. This with Orberg and either Linvala or Linvala Andrana. This is to shut down our opponent mana-wise. We're going to shut down their mana. They won't be able to cast anything except with their artifacts. And even then, if we get Karn out, Karn will shut that down. This is literally just everything about the deck is to shut our opponents down. Got Lightning Greaves, protect our commander. Lagazan's Lattice to go with Karn. Orzhov Signet. We have Pristine Talisman as mana. Soul Ring. Springleaf Drum. It is one that you can easily take out because this deck, creature-wise, this doesn't have a lot of creatures. We have a Thought Vessel. Alright. Enchantment-wise, we have an Animate Dead. Aura Silence is kind of stacks our opponents out, especially with Blind Obedience. We have a Cunning Rhetoric. That's if they go aggressive and attack with us, cool, we're going to get your cards. Ghostly Prison, same as Windborn Muse. We have a Karmic Justice. Now, if they want to destroy our non-creature combo pieces, this will let us destroy at least their things. So, say if they want to... Dang it, my mouse keeps moving. If they want to destroy all our enchantments and artifacts, cool. Usually what I do is, in this case, if people want to do that, I just destroy lands or all of their mana. So, yeah, this is kind of to deal with that. Karmic Justice is a card I think is very underrated. I don't really see it in a lot of decks, but I think it's a good card. We have Necropotence. Essentially, this is card advantage. It's just really, really good card advantage. I really like that card. We have No Mercy. If they're to attack us, then essentially it's like if they attack us, cool. Hopefully, if they don't kill us, they just won't be able to attack us again. We have Noble Heritage. This is to essentially kind of barter with our opponents, because if they take the counters, they can't touch us with cards or their creatures. We have Smothering Tithe, this is mana acceleration. Swift Configuration is and basically if they go combat heavy decks, this will shut that down for a bit. Now lands are super easy. We have a Cabal Coffers for mana acceleration, same as a Stronghold. We have a Castle Locthrain. We have a Command Tower. The Castle Locthrain is also just card advantage. We have Emiria the Sky Ruin. Hopefully, if it gets down to it, a late game like that, then we'll just get something back. We have an Exotic Orchard. We have a Godless Shrine. Basically just good lands. We have a Emiria Landscape to get us maybe 2 of land we don't have. We have 12 plains and 12 swamps, and of course, Urberg. Let me see. This is 44, is 60, then 74, 79, 90, 93. That's not right. It says I have 100 main deck, means I miss 79, then 80, then 100, 100. I cannot do math because I'm dumb. But yeah, guys, this is the deck, and so far is not the most ideal deck to have. This is a very slow deck, and that's why I'm trying to make it sacks, but I've also tried to make it go as fast as possible. But yeah, guys, if you have anything you would like to see in this deck, or if there's any other deck ideas you have, comment down below, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye bye.